6 years ago, I switched my wife's cat with a more well-behaved lookalike. She was my girlfriend back then, and her cat was the worst animal I have ever met. All black, gorgeous, and completely feral. He put holes in anyone who tried to pet him. He went after her mom's ankles every Thanksgiving. He treated his litter box as a suggestion, and her laundry basket as the real thing. Her friends stopped coming over. The vet had a warning sticker on his file. He once kept a maintenance guy trapped in the bathroom for 20 minutes. She apologized with cookies, but she loved him. She found him as a kitten behind her old apartment and bottle-fed him for weeks. In her eyes, he wasn't mean. He was misunderstood. She swore up and down that he just needed patience. Then her sister got married out of state, and she left for a week. I was on feeding duty. Night 1, I bent down with the food bowl, and he opened up my forearm bad enough for gauze. I stood in her kitchen bleeding and told him out loud that he could be replaced. It was a joke. But it stuck in my head all night. By morning, it wasn't a joke anymore. I found a shelter 2 towns over with a black cat the same size, same yellow eyes, calm, litter-trained, a little skittish. The staff said his old owner had passed away, and he'd been sad ever since. Honestly, the skittish part sold me. It would explain any weird behavior. The shelter lady said he'd been returned once for hiding under a bed for days. I told her hiding sounded perfect. I paid the fee and drove him to her apartment with my heart pounding like I was robbing a bank. I rubbed her blankets on him so he'd smell right. I set out the food and the toys. Then I put the real cat in the carrier and drove him an hour in the other direction, to a different shelter, because I was paranoid she'd somehow find him at the local one. He screamed the whole ride. I gripped the wheel and kept saying sorry. I left a donation and told myself some family with thick gloves would adopt him. One thing, the shelter lady told me to update the new cat's microchip registration. I tried once. The website asked for the previous owner's information and I closed the laptop. I never went back. My wife came home and cried in the doorway over how much her cat had matured. He let her hold him. He used the litter box. He didn't bite her mom at Christmas. She said the week apart must have reset him. For her whole first week back, I watched her face every time she picked him up. I kept waiting for her to just know. She never did. Within a month, she was telling everyone her patience had paid off. She has told the story of how she rehabilitated him at every dinner party for 6 years. Her friends call her the cat whisperer. I sit there and nod. There were close calls. She noticed his meow sounded different. I said cats can get little colds. She noticed he suddenly loved belly rubs. I said miracles happen. Her mom squinted at him one Christmas and said his face looked rounder. My wife said that's what happiness does. I refilled everyone's drinks, and I made one quiet rule for myself. I take him to the vet. Always. I volunteered for every single appointment for 6 years. 6 days, busy mornings didn't matter. Our regular vet never scanned his chip. Why would they? I filled out all the forms myself. We got engaged. He was in our engagement photos. We got married. He slept between us the first night in the new house. Every time she kissed his head and called him her miracle, my stomach did something awful. But the lie was 6 years deep. There was no clean way out. Then last month I flew out of state for work. 2 days in, he stopped eating, just laid around. My wife panicked. Our vet was closed, so she rushed him to a 24-hour emergency clinic. An emergency clinic scan every animal at intake. Standard policy. The tech read the screen and frowned. The chip didn't match her paperwork. The name on file wasn't her cat's name. The registered owner was a woman she had never heard of, with a phone number that was disconnected. My wife told them it had to be a mix-up. Then she sat in the waiting room and Googled the woman's name. The first result was an obituary from 2019. She didn't call me. She didn't text. She went home and scrolled back through 6 years of photos. I found out later what she did that night. Her original cat had a tiny notch in his left ear from a fight he got in as a kitten. In every photo before her sister's wedding, the notch is there. In every photo after, it's gone. The cat is fine, by the way. He ate something he shouldn't have. He was already home resting when I landed. She texted me one word the whole trip home. Fine. I should have known right then. She was waiting at the kitchen table with him in her lap. My dinner was in the microwave. Her phone was face down next to a printed vet form. She let me sit all the way down before she said anything. Then she asked me one question. Who's Muffin?